Hey, what? The remains of bullet hole? Just seen another report at the site where Gabby was found. Red evidence markings were left behind which are being said to be bullet holes. Wow, Genevieve, do you have, can you get a hold of me on YouTube? Or, Twitter? Hey, everybody. A lot going on. I have not seen any of that, Genevieve. I don't know where you're getting at, but appeared your Twitter is locked to non-members on your friends. Yeah, just ask to, Genevieve, just ask, and I will, allow you in. Just request, and yeah, we'll do that. Hello, everybody.
All right.
Holy Hannah. We are over on YouTube also. Let me see, make sure I'm getting everything restreamed here. Should be kicking in pretty soon, I would think. Um, Let me see, make sure we got it on here. Oh,
Tweet
did I-
you out.
huh?
Tweeted you out.
Do what?
I tweeted you out.
Oh, I thought you weeded me out. I'm what? What?
I
What do you mean you weeded me out?
weeded her out.
Get out of here. Get out of here. So, okay, so let's make sure that my bot is working here. Yay, it does. So much going on, so much going on. Nice storm you're having there, love. The smell of thunder. Hippie soul. Genevieve said she sent you a picture. There we go. Hey, Zach. Hello, everybody. So glad to see y'all. I am so sorry that my restream is not working very well. Kathleen, hello. Why is it so important for them all of a sudden to get all their bedroom belongings put in storage, and why haven't they searched it yet? They have searched it. They did, Kathleen. They had search warrants for the house, and from a mafia was, hey, Leanne, how you doing, honey? From what was Joker or Ghost was telling me is that the house is considered now a crime scene.
Yeah. Yeah. I seen that yesterday
Hey,
where
Herman.
they took the parents out of the house. The parents ain't allowed to go back to the house right now because it's considered a crime scene.
So this is turned into, hey, Lady Phantom. Hey, Zach. Hello, everybody coming in. Uh, Good morning or good afternoon, I guess, everywhere. What we're doing right now, Genevieve. Hello, babe. Thank you so much. I don't know where you got that information at, but I would be more than interested to find out where, so we can follow up on it. Hey, Haya. Hi, Anki. Hello, Helyan, my sister. How are you doing? So, there's been a lot going on, and I'm telling you what, I've had my nose to the grindstone on this. So, as of this morning, there was a cease and desist sent to the laundry's attorney, Stephen Bertolino, and we are going to show this right now. I do have all of this pulled up. This is as of this morning. Um, and I will pull this up right now. Now, this was sent this morning from the Richard Stafford. He is the Patino's uh, attorney. And this was sent to Stephen Bertolino, who is the laundry's attorney. Okay? So, this was sent this morning. Now, apparently, dadgummit, Where's my chat? Where'd my chat go?
The Petito and oh,
Hang on just a minute. Let me pop out my chat. Okay, there you go. All right, go ahead. Hey, Ghost Rider.
you and Schmidt family are demanding that you remove Gabby Petito's picture from your Yelp page.
Mm-hmm.
That web page is blah 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 blah. There. The family tried to remove their daughter's picture from your page and were informed that only the business owner can add or remove pictures. Furthermore, the Petito and Schmidt family demand that you cease and desist posting pictures of Gabby Petito to any and all of your social media pages, web pages, advertisements in an effort to gain business. I am sure this will be taken care of by 2 p.m. or I will take further action on behalf of Gabby's family.
Yeah.
So this is the lawyer?
This is the Patino lawyer sending it to the Stephen Bertolino attorney. So what he's doing is, let me pull it up. Let me just pull it up. Here is the site. This is Bertolino, Stephen Bertolino, PC. This is the attorney for the laundries. These are his photos that he has got on his Yelp site.
The hell?
Right. Right down here, you can see it. Stephen Bertolino has been representing clients and counseling their families since 1995 on various misdemeanor and felony issues under the penalty of law such as, and he goes down and it gives a briefing. Okay?
Wow.
So, this was as of this morning. I'm telling you what, I cannot rest from this. I've been so busy. It's just punched into my mind, these little things. And these are facts. I'm not going off hearsay. I'm going off facts and what I can pull off of this computer and who's reporting. And they're reporting the facts. And this is how I got this. So this is his Yelp page. Well, let me see. So, anyway, they get a return letter, right?
Mm-hmm.
From this Stephen Bertolino. And this was reported from Brian Anton, who is a reporter. And it says, Laundry's attorney, Steve Bertolino, responded to Petito family attorney. This is sad. I've never used social media or any other electronic platform for advertising other than maintaining a website. I do not control the internet site nor the hacks. It says, and public that have been overrunning the internet. It's the public that's been overrunning the internet with fake comment and posts. Yesterday, Yelp had shut down its page for my firm due to inordinate and unconfirmed posts. I would certainly agree with Mr. Stanford that any such posts he is referring to should be removed, but advise him that I have no control over that Yelp site. Really?
It's his page, isn't it? I mean, how does he not have control?
Does Yelp just put these photos up there and advertise for him?
I think he's trying to say that he got hacked.
Well, let's be careful on that. That's not what he's saying.
Well, it says...
That's not what he's saying. Be careful. Where does it say that?
Scroll up. Scroll up to this previous one. Okay. Where it says another maintaining website that it can not control the internet hacks and public that don't have been over the public that have been overrunning the internet with fake comments and posts. Yesterday, Yelp shut down its page for my firm due to inordinate and unconfirmed posts. So there, he's with that statement right there, due to inordinate and unconfirmed
he
posts.
Doesn't say his site was hacked. Nope.
No, he's Okay, so if somebody's posting shit to him and it's not him, somebody's hacking him. That's what he's alluding to.
Well, that's not what he's saying.
Well, how would you
I
take
don't believe that. You can't listen, Ghost. You can't say, "Okay, my site is hacked." You no, that's not that. He's not saying that. You're going to get him in trouble saying that. You're
Look at
going
what
to
it
get us in
says.
trouble saying
It
that.
says it says that
What does inordinate
don't
mean
shut
to
down
you?
my page
What
because
does
there was posts being
inordinate mean
made
to
that weren't
you?
being made
What
by
does
me.
inordinate mean to you?
Huh?
What does inordinate mean to you?
Inordinate?
Shall we look it up?
Yeah, go ahead. Look it up.
Let's look it up. Guys, don't be upset. We argue like this all the time.
He's saying that there was posts made to his shit that he didn't post.
Right, but that doesn't mean he was hacked. Maybe it was his doggone secretary. Maybe it was Joe Blow next door that had his password. Who knows?
Well, why would he give Joe Blow the next door
Who
the password?
knows?
He's basically trying to cover his ass by saying, "Oh,
Unregulated,
that
right
might
here.
have been hacked."
Exceeding reasonable limits.
Right?
Come on, don't be doing that. Not within proper or reasonable limits. Immoderate, excessive. God, there's all kinds of but it doesn't say any. I don't see anything that says hack. So anyway,
I'm not saying that word means hacked. I'm saying that's what he's alluding to.
No, he's not alluding to that.
That's exactly what he's alluding to.
You're full of shit.
He's trying to look. He's been threatened by another lawyer, saying that if you don't take down that picture, that we're going to have legal action. And he's going, I didn't
on
put
his behalf.
So
that's my whole point, Anki, right there. Anki got it. Anki nailed it right on the head. Somebody posts on his behalf. He's got people that do all of his advertising. Somebody posts that shit on his behalf.
But that doesn't mean that he's not responsible for his.
I completely agree with you there. But somebody posting on his behalf doesn't mean his account was hacked.
No, but he has to okay the shit that's posted on his.
No, he does not. He does not. No. But it's his fault for not checking on it.
Exactly my point. If you're going to have somebody post your shit on your behalf, you better know what they're posting.
Hey, everybody, that we're missing. Ghost and I argue like this all the time, so don't take offense to it. Ghostwriter's got her popcorn out. So, here's the thing. Yelp took down his site.
Good.
They did take it down. So, laundry attorney Stephen Burton Little responds to the Patino family attorney. This is sad. I have never used social media or any other electronic platform for advertising other than maintaining a website. Right there tells me he's done exactly that. Other than maintaining a website. So, I do not control the internet sites nor the hacks and public that have been, nor the hacks.
What was that? What was that word again?
It says nor the hacks. He has no control. I do not control the internet sites nor the hacks.
Right.
He's not saying it is the hacks. He's saying there are hacks out there. He wasn't hacked. Come on, Ghost. You know fucking good and well.
I'm not saying that he was hacked, but I'm saying that he's putting that out there as a possibility.
Fucking piece of shit. You standing up for this fucking piece of shit?
Whoa. I didn't say I was standing up for him. I'm saying that he is trying to defend himself by saying and putting ideas out there that it's a possibility that he got hacked as an excuse for what was done on his website.
Semantics. Exactly, Ghostwriter. Exactly. Semantics. Okay, are we done on this subject?
I think he knew what was put up on his website.
Of course he did. And he's trying to
just spinning that narrative to try to take the blame off him.
That I agree with right there. You're right. He knew exactly what he was doing.
That's what I'm saying. He knew what was up on his website,
Right.
but he's trying to take the blame off himself by putting it out there as, well, maybe I got hacked.
Right. Exactly. Well,
That's
it
what
ain't.
I've been
Well,
saying
no,
all
it didn't
along.
happen. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. Hey, Stitch, he's blaming someone else. Yeah, right, ain't he?
Exactly.
Except for himself.
He's passing the buck.
But I agree with Anki. I believe he's got like a secretary or a media representative that does his work for him, and he just lets him handle it. And I think that's what got him in trouble right there.
And
It's
now
giving
that he's
hype
in
to who he
trouble,
is and the case he's working on. Exactly, Anki.
and now that he's
Bingo.
in trouble, he's going, I didn't do it. It was this.
Exactly.
Maybe I got hacked. Yeah.
Exactly, Ghost. But now, guess what? He's not on Yelp anymore. They did take it down. They did take it down. So, can we get on to something else now? Something that, um, let's see.
I want to know what they found in the house that they deemed the house a crime scene.
No, they have not disclosed that yet. Did you know that?
I know.
So, um, let me see. There's so much I want to go through. I've got a list of stuff here. So, Ghost, let's talk about the sandals. Can
The
we?
sandals. Okay. What about
Let's
the
talk
sandals?
about the sandals. Remember that there were sandals,
Sitting out back of the van in that
right? And we're
video.
going to look at them right here, right now. Do you see? Do you see this? What I'm pulling up right now?
It's loading. It's loading.
Okay. Okay. Let me get the timestamp here. It is at okay, 3. Okay, we're gonna come up to it right here. Okay, bingo, right there. Well, I don't know if you can see them. So, yep, right there. Right there's the sandals. See them?
I see one flip flop.
There's two. There's the second one there. There's one.
Okay,
There's
so they're
two
like
of them there.
sitting one on top of the other, kind of.
Yeah, yeah, kind of like, yeah. And it's to the right of the van. Now, you guys see this? And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because people seem to think, I don't know, about these flip flops, that these were Brian's. Now, Brian doesn't wear flip flops that I know of. In all the videos I've seen him, he's been barefoot. But what about that arrest or that video in Moab when they both got pulled over? Was he wearing flip flops in? Hey, Davros. Hey, everybody. Yeah, there's so much discussion, Genevieve. Being neat. Right. Right. So anyway, there's this. Well, then I wanted to bring up, okay, so we've got that one. But let's bring up her van. And let's bring up show the, okay, right there. See it? Look down here. See the,
Those, I mean, those look like a pretty large size flip flop.
well, they're hers.
I'm looking at, okay, so I'm looking at the distance. You see the tarp on the ground, and you see the edge of the tent. It looks about 12 inches. So I'd put those size 11 to 12, which would
No,
be
no, no, no.
a men's size.
No, no, no. Those are
And
hers.
they do look like men's flip flops.
And the reason why, they're hers. They're hers. And here she is without any on. And then got some here. But let me go back to where they're swinging. They're her flip-flops right here. Hang on. So you will see.
I can't see shit with that.
Huh?
She's barefoot in that.
Yeah.
They both are.
Hang on. Okay, hang on. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted the arrest warrant one. Um, ta, ta, ta. Okay, so hang on. I wanted the arrest warrant one, or not the arrest warrant one, but where they were pulled over, to show you the flip flops that she was
Oh,
wearing.
scroll back down.
What?
Scroll back down where they're a little bit further. Is that him wearing sandals? No, that's not
That's
him.
Daddy.
That's
Oh no, they've never found him. They haven't found him yet. I was just looking for when they got pulled over, because it shows. Oh lordy, it shows. I've got so much here. It shows her wearing the sandals. Right here. Sorry guys, I'm looking. Here we go. So let's play this. Okay. Okay, there's her flip-flops right there. Same ones. See them?
I see flip flops. I don't know if they're the exact same ones, but
Let's push that baby out the wrong hole. It's so funny.
well, how do you know that they're the same ones?
How do you know they're not?
Exactly.
How do you know they're not? Go ahead, tell me.
Oh, those ones actually look smaller than the ones that were in that photo.
I think you're looking at them from an angle, which would be probably a little bit more, you know, the
But let's
way
see
the
if he's
camera
got
was
any.
angled.
Is he barefoot in that?
We're going to find out here just a second. That's what I'm looking for.
You know, it's not uncommon that
Okay,
they would
so there's hers.
flops.
Those have got the same kind of tops. Hi, everybody coming in. I am not looking at chat, so I'm sorry. Okay, there he is. Whoops.
And he's wearing flip flops too.
Yep, he's wearing those flip flops too. Yep, he sure is.
Yep.
That's the first time I've seen him in a pair of flip flops.
His are that tan color like those ones by the tent. Hers
But
look
hers
white.
are too, babe. Hers
Hers
are
look-
too.
Hers look more white than his. I mean, it's a little shaded inside the back seat of the car, but they do
Right.
look white.
Right,
Like the straps are like a white, and his are more like a cream.
right. I don't know. I still think those were hers at the back of the van.
And now I have to ask, what's the significance of the flip flops?
Well, the significant. I was just gonna say that people are bringing up that was her flip flops at the back of the van when the door was closed. They showed the door closing, and they were trying to say that was her inside of that van with the door closing.
Well, that all depends on when the video was taken and how long before he uploaded it to YouTube and that. You know what I mean?
Well, that was the couple that drove by.
Yeah.
That was the couple that drove by, and there is a timeline on that.
So were they
And that's how they
live
with that
streaming that?
video. There's that hat right there, right there. See that hat?
Yeah. See how that hat is shaped? That's not the same hat as that.
Yeah, that's not a fedora. Yeah, so that's not the same hat that guy was wearing.
Uh-uh.
And see that it's got a little emblem on it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one that the guy was wearing down in St. Augustine was like a safari style hat.
Right.
That one is more of a,
It's
I don't
more
know.
of
I would call it a fedora styled hat, but not a fedora. You know, it's got the
what am I
shape top.
missing? Those sandals were more of a cream that were on the ground. What am I missing, Joy? Sorry, I don't know what I'm missing. Got dust all over these. Nothing. Hi, animated. They look white. The other ones look brown. Hello, Haya. There you have it. Let me see. I would rather have a clean house rather than a filthy house. Okay. Oh, Mama, you need to look up in chat. I'm trying to look up in chat. I didn't know that one. I'm a former 911 dispatcher. Must be fairly new. Kathleen says, can't really see them. You're so welcome. You're so good to her, Snicker. Thank you. Sneaker Pie, thank you. You little doll. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Snicker Pie. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I'm the world's worst. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think those sandals outside the back of the van could have possibly been his sandals.
Genevieve says, did you see the picture of the neat van when they first started out and the huge mess it was at the police stop? Oh, Ninja Genie! Oh my God! Snicker Pie, thank you! Oh my God, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm the world's worst. I am so sorry, Snicker. I like that name, Snicker Pie. Did you see that, Ghost? That was sweet.
I was over on the YouTube side.
You're on the YouTube side?
No, I was on YouTube, but I was watching the video.
Oh, okay.
They're
So,
why don't we go to that video real quick? Because they're
which one, honey?
the live feed.
You want to play it or do you want me to?
I can play it.
Okay, I'll stop sharing. I will watch chat. Guys, I am so sorry about not getting chat. This is a live feed. Right now, this is WFLA 5 out of Florida. It's muted, Ghost. We're not hearing nothing.
As you said, day 4 that we know
Here we
of.
go.
Monday seemed to be a day off, and Allison Henning had said she saw about 50
Hi,
off
Mouse Toes.
on Monday and today.
We are again rebuilding especially our YouTube audience here. We're live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, WFLA.com.
Please share this out, everybody. Did you think that video I sent you? Let me look.
About half an hour ago. But all of the articles, everything that we have here, our team working tirelessly to bring you the latest in written form in our articles. They're available to you on WFLA.com, the WFLA app, and of course across all of our sister stations' websites here as far as Next Star Nation. So you can click on the link in the description of this video. It'll take you over to WFLA.com, the WFLA app, where all of our articles live. And yes, bottom of your screen, you can share to help here as far as the very latest here with the search for Brian Laundrie. Again, rebuilding our audience, rebuilding our queue of comments and questions. Use hashtag HJB, hashtag HeyWalt, and we can animate your questions and comments on screen just like Linda's here. Linda Duggins, let's get this one right out of the way. Hashtag HJB. Did they find something to bring in the dive team? And it's a great question. Let's start here because we'll show you this video here on the center of your screen. This is from Allison Henning, who was on our previous live stream here about an hour or so ago.
So, if you're streaming this from YouTube, you need to commentate a little bit on it.
Divers in the water, advantageous. Having again, searching.
Yeah, I think what happens is when I'm playing the voice through, the voice comes up over mine.
Oh, okay,
You'll hear me
gotcha.
talk. That's why you're like, I can't hear you,
Yeah,
Ghost.
I can't hear you, Ghost. Well, so explain to us what's going on here, Ghost.
Okay, so they're searching this area and they're getting into the swampier locations and the ponds and things like that. So they brought in the dive team. Um, that doesn't sound like they found any evidence that would suggest that look into the swamp, but they're looking into the swamp regardless.
Well, from what I understood this morning, that area that they're looking at is 75% water
Yeah.
and 25% land. Yes, they brought in the dogs. They brought in a dive team. They also brought in pipes, long pipes, and a pump system. I heard too, Ghost. What would they be doing with that?
Well, probably, they find those little swamps or ponds, they could pump it out, pump the water out of it and see. You know what I mean? Divert water to another system or something and pump the water out of the pond. Or I mean, you can see some of these are pretty small ponds. Look at that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, that is pretty small. What are
there's
they
a
looking
lot of
for?
them. Yeah, there's a lot of them, a lot of marshy area and things like that. So
Did they bring in crisis actors? What does that mean, Chris? Pizza Lover, they're looking for Brian Laundrie. And as you can see right now, their feed is real sketchy. They've been having problems. Of course, it's real hard out there in the swamp to get any good feed.
right.
Um,
As divers with alligators and snakes, I wouldn't want to risk the lives of others for this guy. Is what's up on the screen right now? And
yep, and that's the truth. They said this is very, very dangerous for these divers. And they showed an aerial of all of these alligators near these ponds.
Snakes can't bite while underwater.
Water moccasins can.
Water moccasins can. They're about the only snake that can. But it's the alligators that I'd be worried about.
Yeah, I've seen water moccasins take down a school of water moccasins, kill a man in water. It was terrible down in Florida. It was terrible. Yeah, John Walsh hates this guy, and I've got a clip of that we're going to play later.
I've seen some of those. He called them the dirty laundries.
Yeah, dirty laundry, the whole family. Yeah, I've got that clip I'm going to be playing. Also, we've got some domestic violence experts speak of this. If there was blunt force trauma or other trauma, they could be looking for a weapon as well.
Well, they haven't
The whole
released that
investigation is
information
being
yet.
led on hearsay through his parents and no visual confirmation on Brian either ever returning to Florida. Absolutely. You know, the sad part about that animated is he could have told his folks he was going there. That's where they found the vehicle. And we're going to talk about the letter. Everybody's saying he left. And Ghost and I've talked about this. And it was a letter that the police left. And I've got, shall I pull that up, Ghost? Or should I? Okay.
Yeah, we're a half hour in. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So let's talk about this letter, okay, Ghost?
Yeah. So supposedly, Brian took off on Tuesday, took the family Mustang, drove to this park where they're searching for him at, left the car there, and went on a hike into the woods and has never come back out. The parents went looking for him the next day, Wednesday, found the car, and there was a note from the police department saying that he'd have to get the car out of there, basically,
So this is the insider that's been following the case also. And it said the family of Gabby Petito's fiance, Brian Laundrie, said they found a police note on his car following his disappearance in Florida. Laundrie, who's been named a person of interest in Petito's disappearance, went on a hike last week at the Carlton Reserve and didn't return. Stephen Bertolino, the Laundrie's family attorney, said that the family went looking for Laundrie on Wednesday and, despite not finding Laundrie, spotted the Ford Mustang he was driving with a police note on it. So they found him. They went looking for him and found on Wednesday they found his Mustang, okay? So they said that they hadn't seen him since Tuesday. So Tuesday they hadn't seen him. Wednesday they went looking and found the car, right? Is that how that went?
Yep.
Spotted the Ford Mustang he was driving with a police note on it. Bertolino added that the note said the car needed to be removed from the area. Okay, this is where everybody gets confused on this. Hello, Little Rascal. Thank you for the follow. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, because there's been a lot of people saying that, oh, no, the note was from him and blah, blah, blah. And it's just been a lot of false.
Yeah, a lot of false things. So, well, to be honest with, let me just stop this real quick. Little Rascal wants to know why this fat lady's so obsessed with Dead Chick and her boyfriend. Well, Little Rascal, let me tell you why. This little fat woman paid for every pound I've got. I've bellied up to the pig trough many, many years to get this size, and it's all paid and bought for. Number one. Number two, if you at all had a heart or cared about people, you wouldn't be coming in here and saying that. Number three, I'm going to let one of my mods help you out. Sit on the sidelines to show you what life's all about.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Come back when you can stay longer. Okay, so, Ghost, you're funny. Bye, Felicia. So the Laundrie family left the car on Wednesday so he could drive it back. So at that time, when they found the car with the note, they thought they'd give it another day in case Brian decided to come back. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm catching from this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when Laundrie didn't return, the family went back to the reserve, got the car, and that was on Thursday. So then, the Northport Police Department had since said it's exhausted all avenues in searching for Laundrie in the Carlton Reserve. Law enforcement agencies continue, well, what did I miss? Added that the note said the car needed to be removed from the area. Laundrie's family left the car on Wednesday so he could drive it back. When Laundrie didn't return, the family went back to the reserve to get the car on Thursday. On Friday, the family filed a missing persons report. So he went missing. He went for a hike on Tuesday. Wednesday, the car gets a note from the police department saying it needs to be removed from that area. And his parents... Okay, go ahead.
I'm guessing there was probably a date on there. They probably gave him 48 hours to get the car out of there, which is why the parents went back and got the car.
Right. But what I think is funny is, why did they go looking for him? They knew he was gone Tuesday. Why did they go looking for him, Ghost? Why on Wednesday did they go looking for him?
Well, one of the news reporters had mentioned that he had told his parents that he was going to that area to go take a hike.
Okay, all right. And then when he hasn't returned Tuesday night or Wednesday, that's when they went looking for him. Okay, got it. That makes sense. So Tuesday he goes for a hike. He doesn't return. The parents find the car with a note from the police saying they need to remove the car. The car needs to be moved.
Probably by Friday.
Okay.
We'll give you till Friday to get this car out of here, or we're going to mark it as abandoned and tow it away.
Okay. So then Thursday, he still hasn't returned, so they go and get the car because they know it's going to be towed. And he still hasn't returned, so Friday they call and turn him in as missing. That's the timeline I'm kind of getting.
I thought they called when they picked the car on Thursday.
It says
Missing.
on Friday the family filed a missing persons report.
Okay, so it was Friday. All right.
Yeah, that's what they say here. Okay, so let me see. So we got those two done. Okay. So here's where everything is kind of goofy too. So we got Brian flying back to Florida, right? Okay, so when did he fly back? So we're going to go through this little timeline. Okay, so they embarked transit van on, so July 2nd. Okay, Petito and Laundrie had been in Blue Point, Petito's hometown, for Petito Brothers' graduation ceremony on the 17th. Okay, Petito's first Instagram, they were in Kansas on July 4th. God, she was a pretty girl, wasn't she? July 8th, 10th, and 11th, they posted from Colorado.
Looks a lot like my daughter Alyssa.
Does she? Yeah, she's a pretty girl. Pretty girl. Genevieve, I don't know where your holes with number 15. Where are you getting that information? I need it. Yeah, they sure do. Nobody special. They sure do know. After going on first road trip, let me see, on July 16th and 18th, Petito posted her and Laundrie camping at Zion National Park, which she's wearing a t-shirt with that stating that Zion National Park. That's a pretty picture, isn't it? On July 18th, Petito posted photos of her and Laundrie from the Narrows at Zion, including one of them embracing. How pretty. Look at her. Look at her. Bless her little heart. On the 21st, Petito posted from Bryce Canyon in Utah. Oh my gosh, how stunning, right? Wonderful, beautiful pictures. Hey, Hillbilly. By the way, I found yours. I don't know who you're talking about. Or to hide his death. Yeah, we're going to answer a bunch of questions here in a minute. In July 22nd, post for Bryce Canyon. July 26th, Petito posted a series of photos from Monroe, Utah. Look at that. Isn't that a gorgeous photo? Gorgeous. Another 4 days passed before Petito updated her Instagram followers. This time, Petito posted the Canyonlands National Park in Utah. She posted another photo of the Canyonlands on July 31st. 12 days absence from Instagram. Okay. Look at them both here on this rock. How cool are these pictures? On August 12th, Petito and Laundrie got into a physical fight in Utah. So we know about that. Here is the report. Disorderly conduct. Okay, now remember that was on the 12th. On the 19th, couple launched a YouTube channel called Nomadic Static, August 19th. And it was only one and one only video on this channel. That's how people saying that they knew this couple and followed them on YouTube. I don't know how they could have done that when they didn't launch until August 19th.
Unless they had another channel or something before that.
No, they did. She didn't. Neither did he. So I don't know why they would say, I don't know. Confused. Okay, so that was their one and only video. In that clip, Petito's wearing the same blue tank top and black shorts as she is in her July 30th and 31st photos from the Canyonlands. So Petito's father said he placed an Uber Eats order for the couple August 21st when they were staying in Salt Lake City. There was a power outage. She said she didn't have Wi-Fi, so I ordered her some food, Joseph Petito said. I know it was in Salt Lake City. It was the last time I spoke to her. Okay? Geneva, where are you getting that at? Girl, you need to get a hold of me. Okay, so Petito's parents said the couple left Salt Lake City on the 24th of August, which there are photographs of her that she posted, they were headed to the Grand Tetons. Okay, so Schmidt said she last spoke to Petito when she just received a FaceTime. So she literally saw her daughter on August 24th. And she and Laundrie departed Salt Lake City. Prior to her disappearance, Petito would FaceTime with her mother about 3 times a week. Okay? Petito posted Instagram for the final time on August 25th. This is the last photo. This is the photo I was trying to tell Stephanie Brown that there is a photo actually of her outside of the motel room in Salt Lake. And this is the one. This is it right here with the dress.
That last night.
What's that, babe?
I was talking to Heather. She's like,
oh, okay.
Tornado watch too? I was like, yeah, I told you that last night.
Oh, yeah. Geneva, it is, there you go, girl. So this was the last photo of her that she posted August 25th.
Can you remember zoom in on that tattoo?
What's that? Yeah.
I don't know if you can zoom in on it or not.
No, I don't think I can, honey. I probably can with my other, but yeah, I don't remember what it said either.
We know the one on her right arm says "Let it be."
Right, and I forgot what this one is.
It looked like it's some kind of flower. It almost looked like the
like a lotus.
Well, like what's the national flower of Scotland, the thistle or whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pretty. She was a pretty girl. Pretty girl. The photo showed her smiling, holding a small crochet pumpkin. Like her second to the last post of August 25th, Instagram post didn't include any location information. The photo, however, appeared to be captured in front of a mural featuring monarch butterflies titled Monarch in Moda. That artist, Jane Kim, painted at the Monarch, an artist hub in Ogden, Utah, which is about 45-minute drive from Salt Lake City. Okay, her family received texts from Petito's phone on the 30th. Now remember this. Well, you're doing a good job, Genevieve. But said she didn't believe the messages were from her daughter. So she did receive a text saying something to the effect, "Help Stan." And Stan is her grandfather, and she never referred to him as Stan. She always referred to him as Grandpa. Her mother reported Petito missing on September 11th. Laundrie issued a statement through his lawyers on September 14th. This is understandably an extremely difficult time for both the Petito family and Laundrie family. The lawyer representing the Laundrie family said in a statement to Insider on Tuesday, "It is our understanding that a search has been organized for Miss Petito in or near Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. On the behalf of the Laundrie family, it is our hope that the search for Miss Petito is successful and Miss Petito is reunited with her family." The statement continued, "On advice of counsel, the Laundrie family is remaining in the background at this juncture." That's bullshit, Ghost.
Yeah, somebody in that household knows something, and nobody.
They've got to. They've got to, Ghost.
We've said it before. Look, he comes home with the van, no Gabby in tow. walks into his parents' house. His parents are sitting there watching Jeopardy. They look up. What are you doing back so early? I thought you wasn't coming back till such and such. Where's Gabby? Yeah, where is Gabby? You know,
Yeah, exactly.
What did he tell his parents when he walked in the door without her? Oh, we had a fight. She stayed in blah, blah, blah. You know, well, that'd be something. Nobody's saying what was said. Nobody's saying anything. At least, even if he lied to his parents when he got home about where Gabby was,
right,
it would be something.
Well, you would think, right?
You would think that the parents would want to be like, well, yeah, you know, when he came home, he said they had a fight. She stayed behind. Whatever. But nobody's saying nothing.
Thank you, Megan. So Animated says again, yes, and again, you are assuming Brian returned that van. No visual confirmation on Brian. So, okay, my question to you, Animated, then would be, how did the van get back to Florida? And if he didn't bring it back, how did he go back to Florida?
Well, that's the one thing the parents did say. They hadn't seen Brian since that Tuesday he left the house.
Which would have been, let's pull up a timeline here. So it was on the 1st of September. Tuesday would have been the 7th of September. Mm-hmm. So he was back a whole week.
So yeah, he was back for like 11 days or something like that.
So my question is,
11 days. Yeah, he had been back 11 days.
Yeah.
When Gabby was reported missing. They didn't know he was back. They didn't know that he'd been back for over a week. Gabby's parents didn't know that Brian was back at all.
Until
they knew missing.
Well, it seems to me they did know he was back. The van was parked in the back. Or I don't know. I don't know if I'm not getting that right, because he told him he was going for a hike on the 7th, right? Or on the 14th.
Yeah,
was it the 14th?
His parents knew he was back, but her parents
didn't. Her parents did not, right. And then they filed a missing persons on the 11th. And did you know that the Florida Police Department, see, Gabby's dad lives in Florida, and the police department down there were holding their feet, putting heels in and wouldn't do much for a missing person. So Gabby's mom up in New York got a hold of a detective. And the detective, all hearsay from parents. The parents knew.
Well, that's Brian's mother works for the DA in that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, Animated. That van had to have gotten back there somehow. Chances are he, more than likely drove it back. And until they come up with like receipts and that, who knows? There could be a lot of scenarios, but
we know that Brian was back in Florida, and he had to have brought the van back, or how else would it have gotten there? Because he contacted the attorney in New York from Florida, and the attorney even verified that he was in Florida, and then later on said, well, now he's missing.
Right.
So the attorney had talked to Brian at some point, probably on speakerphone with his parents sitting there.
Okay, so Animated said, or his parents did. All the speculation until visual confirmation. No ghost, not true. I don't know what she's saying. No ghost, not true to. Remember to share the stream. Thank you very much. I want to thank everybody for coming in here and joining Ghost and I. Ghost and I get into some pretty heated arguments on this program at times.
I don't think that the parents went out to Wyoming and drove the van back.
I don't think so either. that would
I think
pretty
Brian.
much involve them in a homicide. You know, what about the storage unit? Well, just a girl, Ghost and I were talking about that earlier. To be honest with you, other than his parents' statements, there is no proof other than his parents' statements. Right, until we pull up with, thank you, Genevieve, until we pull up with some receipts of the trip going back and forth, we won't know probably exactly how that was and what the timeline is for sure. Now I am going to go to my mail. Genevieve says she sent me some mail. Now, what was I going to say, Ghost? What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, we get
We get what?
could you tell them? Let me look into my spam because for some reason I'm not getting Genevieve's. Genevieve. Oh, there it is. Dear Uber. Okay, gotcha. So, report not. Okay. All right. Can you explain to the people our relationship, please, so that they're not upset about us arguing?
Thunder? The what? Oh. Okay. I'm sorry. What was that, Uber?
I
Sorry,
said, can
we're
you
getting-
explain
we're
to
getting
these
hit with some
people
real
our
stuff.
relationship, please?
How do you define our relationship?
Yeah.
That's my mama.
There you go.
You know how you butt heads with your mom every once in a while? Well, there you go.
But you know, with us, it's real quick and over with. We do this all the time. Actually, we've done this for years that we've been on here. But you know, it's good to have differences of opinion, and we get pretty heated about it. Well, I more so than him. I more so than
power
him.
here in a moment.
Okay, well, if you're ready to pop
We're-
off, let me know.
We're getting hit with some like 60-mile-an-hour wind.
It tells me she was located is where she ran to and where he finally caught her. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Lady Swan was saying.
Okay, so I've got some. I'm going to share these photos. These are some unbelievable photos that Genevieve just sent me, and I am going to share them. Ghost, you probably like these too that I'm going to share. Can you guys see these? Can you see these?
Yeah, I see him.
Okay. So these are reported. Valerie reported on the scene of where they found with still shots and commentary. Now I'm going to look this up, this channel up. Matter of fact, I'm going to write it down right now. What Big Eyes? But right now I want to look at. Okay, so I'm not sure what we're seeing there, but it could be blood. They're marking. See the water down, the creek down here?
A little stream.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's go up to here. That's another one. Okay. So, I'm not sure if it's some kind of human remains on there, if it's blood. What does Jennifer say? John Walsh on Neighbors said parents brought new camper for pickup. Parents and Brian went for 3 days last weekend. What? Just had John Walsh on. What? Did he come back with them? John Walsh does not think so. What? Karen?
I heard that too.
Oh my God. So what they're telling you is, oh my God, this is getting more deep. So Fox News, thank you, Genevieve. I'm going to look into that channel. Fox News is saying that they bought a new camper. Was that what I'm? Almost looks like spray paint. Yeah, Jenny, they probably marked it if they found any kind of evidence or anything.
I mean,
Fox
to me,
News is
that looked
just
like bullet hole, but
yeah.
it looked like a fresh bullet hole, something that would have only been there a week or two. It looked like an old bullet hole to me. And if it was a bullet hole and they were using that as evidence, they would have dug the bullet out. They would have taken a knife and dug down into that and gotten the bullet to check against, if she had been shot, they would, check it against the bullets that they find in her body to make sure that was, they would have run it through ballistics or something. I don't know.
You would think. So I'm looking for Fox News right now. Let's see what we can find. Okay, right here. This is... Oh, that was on the 20th. I don't want that. I want to see... Huh. I don't know. Well, in the meantime, let's look back here till I find this. Let's look back at what these guys are live right now reporting. Let me...
They're just showing previously recorded. It's the same stuff they've been showing all day. Same thing over and
Whoever's
over.
responsible, but I can't find Brian ever being in Florida or driving that van. All hearsay. Animated says, I'm all for holding whoever's responsible, but I can't confirm Brian ever being in Florida or driving that van. So my question is, how do you think the van got back to Florida, Animated?
Annie was using her credit cards to fill it up along the way.
How do we know that, though, Ghost? Do you remember?
It was one of the statements that was...
Okay, so Vicky Mercer says those photos that I was showing you said that they were bullet holes. They painted to highlight them. Thank you. Yes, neighbors saw him and mother riding their bikes when he returned. But Animated's got a good question. Okay, and Ghost, what did you say about how do we know? Did we see receipts or something? I forgot.
Well, that's the FBI is tracking her credit cards and the stops and pulling camera footage and things like that. I'm sure that that'll be released later on, but so early into the investigation right now, we're probably not going to see any of that come out unless it's leaked.
Right. Animated, you are on it, girl. Look at all of you guys.
Because the FBI has been involved now for what, a week?
Yeah. Yeah. But in Animated, it's true. Is there confirmation that he was driving the van? But how else would it have gotten there? It didn't just grow legs and drive itself. How did it get there? Hey, Tony. Hey, everybody I missed. I don't know. What do you got?
We know he's driven that van before because when he got pulled over, he was the one driving. So it wouldn't be anything for him to be driving that van, even though it's her van. She was
when they separated them for the night, he had to give her the key.
Yeah, when they separated those two for the night after the traffic stop, he had to give her the key. She was in the passenger seat when they got pulled over by the cops that day. So we know he has driven that van. He's capable of driving that van.
Well, and she also stated that she never hardly drove that van to the police when they got pulled over. She said he's always driven the van. She's not used to driving it. So from my understanding, I hear they rode her death into homicide and they believe somebody else killed her, they say. I haven't heard that.
I haven't heard that either.
Yeah. The van was at parents' house. Place him in that van on his way to Florida. Correct. But that doesn't place him in that van on his way to Florida. So what you're saying is, Animated, what do you think, in your opinion, how do you think the van got back to Florida? That's what I want to know, what you're thinking on that. Yes. More bodies that they found are females. Well, yeah, Blue Kitty, but that has nothing to do with this case. That's already been proven.
I mean,
The two
if they separated and he went home without the van,
you think his parents?
how did the van get in his backyard? Like,
Well, listen to what I think. I know where Animated's going with this. Animated, I'd like to get you up on panel here one of these days. Here's what she's thinking. She thinks the parents, when he flew back from Florida, or to Florida to do the storage unit thing, so she's thinking, and if I'm thinking correctly, she's thinking that the parents flew back and which means that the parents flew back and got the van and drove it back to Florida. But maybe she wasn't, I don't believe she had passed away yet, though. So maybe what he did was called the parents and said, fly out here, I got a problem. And the parents drove the van back.
Well, now we're grabbing.
Well, that's what Animate is saying, that she thinks his parents drove the van back.
We're really stretching for it now. I mean, we don't have any evidence of that.
None.
But then again, at the same time, she's right.
None.
We don't have any evidence
It's plausible.
that he's the one that drove the van back.
Mm-hmm.
The FBI hasn't released any of that evidence yet. So they don't have it, but
I'm sure the FBI has looked at their credit card statements though too.
oh, I'm sure that the FBI has looked at
no shit.
microscope at this point.
Hillbilly says, I just got a Fox News alert saying that they were in a full-blown argument on the 27th in a Tex-Mex restaurant in Jackson Hole. No shit. It could have been his dad. And maybe that's why the parents aren't talking. No evidence it was him either. Oh, Animated standing her ground on this.
We got no evidence either way. So
yeah.
And
I saw the banner for the restaurant argument with laundry on the 27th, but then didn't hear anything. Woo! Hillbilly is on this. You guys are something else.
And the 27th was the day that other YouTuber caught the van on their video.
Okay, so I need to look. Oh, really? It was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the 27th argument in Jackson Hole restaurant.
So did we just narrow down a time of death, possibly?
Boy, no kidding, right? A Tex-Mex. Okay, so I saw the banner. Okay, so that's on Fox News, they said. Fox News. So I need somebody to look that up for me. Send me the link. Timeline evidence, Joy said. I feel something happening between the 27th and 28th. Hiya, you could have a point there, girl. See, in Animated, she's on it too. There's just too much opening there until we actually see paperwork, receipts, something showing. He was also arguing with the waitress over the bill, and Gabby just came in and apologized for his behavior. No shit. Oh, Hillbilly, now you're going to make me want to look this up. Hang on, here we go. Let me see. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Fox News about Gabby and Brian arguing in Tex-Mex restaurant. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, let me share.
And again, probably the FBI has video footage from inside the restaurant. But they aren't going to put that out there publicly yet until the case is closed.
Mary Piglet's Mexican Cafe. So let me share this, and we will go through this. All right. So it says, here we go. Let's see what this has to say.
Sharing with sound?
No, probably not. Do you always have to be so picky with me? Okay, here we go. What, you want sound now too? Okay, here we go.
For her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, is intensifying. Investigators continue combing that vast, swampy wildlife reserve near his parents' Florida home. His parents say they haven't seen Brian since September 14th, after his cross-country trip without Gabby Petito on September 1st. Neighbors of the Laundries say they are horrified by the family's lack of cooperation with law enforcement.
I think it was them protecting their son, but I think they just took it too far. If their son was innocent, I don't feel that they should have lawyered up as soon as he came back into the state. And I felt
Martha on Fox 3.
To do with it.
The show on Fox was with Martha.
Released a statement.
Oh, well, let's see. What's this?
Interesting.
And the area is now open.
Still hear her voice. She wasn't just a face on the milk carton. She was real to me. Nancy.
You know, Harris.
Okay, so first on Fox was, let me see. One of the last, Gabby Petito was seen alive, involved in an explosive argument between Brian Laundrie and waitstaff at Jackson Hole restaurant, according to a New Orleans couple who said they witnessed the spat. It says, I have chills right now, Nina Angelo told Fox News. It's crazy because it was just like we passed them on the street. It was a full-blown incident. Angelo said she and her boyfriend Matthew were in town for a wedding in late August. They were out to lunch at Mary's Piglets, a Tex-Mex restaurant, between 1 and 2 p.m. on August 27th. And didn't you say August 27th was what?
That was the day that YouTuber put up that video of them, of their vehicle.
Okay,
The
thank you.
sandals out back of it and all that.
Keep reminding me of that, would you please? I got goosebumps right now. When they said an agitated Laundrie began arguing with the waitress, 4.5 hours later, a travel blogger couple passed Petito's van at a campsite north of town.
So 4 hours before that video was shot, they were at the restaurant.
Okay. Angelo, photographer, said she couldn't overhear the conversation, but that she believed Laundrie was arguing with staff over a bill or about money. She described his body language as aggressive and said he left and returned about 4 times. At one point, Petito came inside and apologized for Laundrie's behavior. A manager at the restaurant told Fox News that the business is super busy during summer and couldn't recall the incident. Local police and sheriff's department deferred questions to the FBI, which declined comment. Angelo, who posted a detailed account of the scene on her Instagram, said she didn't think much of the incident at first, but then flew home to New Orleans. Hurricane Ida hit and upended their lives. But after Utah police body cam video emerged last week, her boyfriend, a financial advisor, connected the dots and realized that the couple arguing was Petito and Laundrie. He goes, Nina was the couple fighting at the restaurant, and it stopped me in my tracks. I felt like the blood left my body. I was like, oh my God, I completely forgot about that incident. England told Fox News, that he reported the incident to the FBI and that Petito appeared visibly upset with Laundrie as he hounded staff at the Mary Piglet's Tex-Mex restaurant. See, I believe this guy's a fucking weirdo. The incident happened roughly 2 weeks after Fox News Digital was first to report that a witness called 911 about a confrontation between Petito and Laundrie in Moab, Utah. Angelo in England said body cam video of the police responses matched the mannerisms and body language of Petito and Laundrie they witnessed firsthand. Laundrie was also wearing clothes England said he recognized from the video. Looked kind of like that. He'd been living out in a van for a little while. So let's listen to this.
We've got extended coverage tonight of the search for answers in the death of Gabby Petito, with the story of a Utah park ranger who responded to a possible domestic violence call on August 12th involving Gabby and Brian Laundrie. He's still missing. Let's bring in Randy Sutton, a retired Las Vegas police lieutenant and detective, and Kyle Duncan, the Deseret News reporter who interviewed that ranger, Melissa Hulls, about her encounter with the couple. Welcome to you both. Kyle, let's start there. I want to read a little bit of what you quote her as saying in your reporting. She says, I was probably more candid with her than I should have been. She warned Petito that her and Laundrie's relationship had the markings of a toxic one. I was imploring with her to reevaluate the relationship, asking her if she was happy in the relationship with him, and basically saying this was an opportunity for her to find another path to make a change in her life. Kyle, have you followed up with the ranger about how she's doing now?
I have not, no.
Okay.
What do we know about how she...
Okay, so what... Let me see.
There was another fight on the 12th inside a park, and the park rangers had to get involved with that one.
Right.
There was an altercation when the police pulled him over that day.
I think that's the same day.
So there is all kinds of arguments here that are coming out. Let me see. Let me find. September.
Okay, so they get into an argument at this time.
Run to the restroom for just a second, Ghost.
So they get into an argument with the wait staff at this diner. And 4.5 hours later, the YouTuber catches their vehicle on camera. And I've seen that video, and I've seen where it looks like the door was open when they first come into the camera, and you see the door like shutting, and you see the sandals outside of the back of the thing. But I only seen one pair of sandals. Now, this is just me putting together a timeline, but what if he's still heated from the argument? She's still heated with him by the way he was acting inside the restaurant, obviously embarrassed her or something. And they go back to the campsite. Arguments ensues. She takes off running, and he catches her, does something, comes back to the van, and let's speculate for a moment. When that YouTuber catches that van and you see the door shutting on the back of it, what if that's him actually getting back into the van from what he just did without her?
I missed that whole thing.
Yep. Yeah, that would be something, wouldn't it? Animated says it's a probable theory. Yeah. One that fits into that the 27th timeline. I think that I think that's a pretty accurate time of death scenario, being the 27th. What happened, Uber?
I'm here. I was looking for that I was looking for John Walsh talking about this.
Did you hear my my event to timelines for the 27th theory?
No, what, babe?
Okay, so they're at this restaurant. They have an argument. He gets into an argument with the wait staff. He goes in and out several times arguing with wait staff. She comes into the restaurant, apologizes for his behavior, looks to be upset with him for the way he was acting. They leave there, go back to the campsite. The argument between them ensues. She takes off running. He chases her down. That's where her body is found. And when the YouTuber catches that van on video, and you've seen the video where it looks like the door is closing as he's coming up on the van.
Yeah.
What if that was the exact moment that he made it back to the van after what he had just done?
Ooh. That's pretty.
I mean, it all fits into that 27th timeline. That's a 4-hour span between the restaurant and the van door closing in that video. That, 4 hours is a lot of time to argue, fuss, and fight and get into an altercation.
Well, if they'd been fighting that whole time that they were in Jackson Hole.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh my God, I just got bad news. Okay, I gotta tell everybody what's going on here. You remember my friend, Mama Three Boys, who just buried her brother? Well, I hadn't heard from her. Oh my God, I hadn't heard from her in about a few days, and I got worried because I know she's not in the best of health. Her dad ended up with COVID. She ended up with COVID, both of them in the hospital. I spoke with her last night. He just passed away.
She did?
He did. He just passed away.
The father.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I mean, he wasn't in real good health before he had caught the COVID. So.
Well, yeah, but still.
I'm saying it probably
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
His previous health.
His previous health didn't help with the COVID on top of it. Is what
right. She said last night, she said, for all of you that think COVID's just a joke, she said it's not. They've almost lost her too.
Huh?
Has it written on. She said the same thing.
Who?
Dina.
Oh, Dina. At work. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm just like, she's typing. Oh, yes, please pray for her.
Yes,
her and
her family.
Yeah. Hey, Lily. Did they get the jab? I don't know. I didn't ask. I'm sure she did. And she still got it. I'm not sure. I'll find out because I know she's real health compromised. Thank you, Simon. You know who I'm speaking of. Sharon, hello. Yes, please put prayers out there, guys. So, that being said, Jenny, the little gal that we just, her brother just passed away. Her dad now just passed, and she's in the hospital with COVID. COVID was a joke. Just firm on your fears of COVID. Doesn't mandate my life choices. Prayers to her and her family. Thank you. Thank you all. COVID is a joke. I'm only against the vaccine shot. Yeah. Oh, she said, okay, she corrected that. She said, my dad is about to pass. They're giving him 24 more hours.
Oh.
So she corrected it. So he hasn't passed. My dad is about to pass. She corrected that. They're giving him 24 hours. His oxygen is not staying up. His heart rate is really hard. At rest, they want to give him 24 hours, and they're going to put them on the thing they put down his throat, ventilate him. But the doctor said that people his age, and then his condition doesn't make it out. Oh, God. Well, you know what?
You never know, though.
You never know. That's what I was just going to say.
Fighting.
Okay, so, oh yeah, many prayers. Okay, yeah, exactly. Hey Karen, how's it going? So this case, there is so many twists and turns, and unfortunately, we will not know. We will not know what the real story is.
Well, we're waiting on the official autopsy to be done, but that could be
weeks.
That could be weeks.
Yeah.
We're at this juncture now where the only thing that we're waiting on to find out is if they're going to find Brian and what kind of state he's going to be in, whether they find him alive or dead, or that's going to be the next big break in this case, is if they can find him.
Well, you know what they were saying, one of the questions was whether or not they were using thermo. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to share this while we're waiting. I'm just going to share this video. And then we can still talk. Mm-hmm. But one of the questions was whether or not that they were using thermal imagery to help with this. And, the cops hadn't been saying too much about it. But, yes, they are. Today they did confirm that they've been using, thermal, what do you call it?
Forward-looking infrared.
Yeah. There you go. And, so my question is, Ghost, why do they keep going back? Why are they searching if they're not sure? If they're not sure that he's in there and there's any kind of inclination that he may be somewhere else, do you think they're just searching this, spending all this manpower? Or do you think they've got a pretty strong lead? Speculation coming out that she's pregnant, to be honest.
I don't know what kind of leads they have because they haven't released that sort of information. There's got to be a reason why they're searching so hard in this area, other than that's where the parents said he was supposed to be going to.
Right. So, Kitty says, Uber, their speculation is coming out that she was pregnant. To be honest, I don't believe that. So, let me tell you about that story. Because I spent some time this morning trying to clear up all these stories that I was being told. So, there was a campsite prior to theirs that had a log on it, and that looked like one of those sonograms. Current hearsay from parents. I believe they were on a goose chase. I do too, Animated. I do too. But something in my brain is telling me he's committed hara-kiri. Anyway, on the log looked like a sonogram photo with a little something else on a log, and it was down further. It has, that I know of, we won't know until the autopsy comes back, but I don't believe it had anything to do with Gabby.
Wouldn't that be the twist,
though? 60s. What's that?
Wouldn't that be the twist, though?
Oh, God, yeah. Yep. I hadn't heard that. It was just a fear I had. Yeah. I see you, 60s. Of course. I said hello to you, I think, didn't I? I may not have. If I didn't, I apologize. I do apologize. That's what I don't understand, Newberger. If they know he's not out that way, why do they keep going back there? Well, they've got to have some kind of a pretty strong reasoning to go back out there, in my opinion.
I think that they, and again, this is just speculation at this point, but in order for them to go out there, call off search, and then go back out there, they have to have had some kind of eyewitness or something that may have seen him in that area, and they didn't put it out there publicly, or
Right.
You know, they have to have some evidence that he was in that area to focus their search in that area. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
As intensely as they are.
Well, yeah, exactly.
You know, maybe
There's
they came
been
across
wrong. All our leads. Exactly. Absolutely. And animated, you are very good. Seems to me like you might be involved in some kind of law enforcement.
So
I'm just saying.
they may have come across an abandoned campsite or something out in those woods and thought, well, okay, here's a campsite. You know, here's a pop can. Maybe we can get some DNA off of it and see if it was him. You know, burnt, whatever, campfire or what, possibility or, some sign that shows that a person had been camping out in a dense area like that. You know what I mean?
Animated. I like you. I just ask the hard questions. Don't make guilt before truth. That's true. That happens a lot, animated.
There, all the way to Florida. Throw that shit away.
Well, that's true too. And again,
So-
we were talking about the her cell phone. We don't know if that was recovered with her body or if it's ever been found. We don't know about
Don't
the
know.
video camera.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know about that. We don't know about anything. Nothing. So, what they were talking about with these dogs, I just want to bring something up here. They were talking today about these dogs. Somebody in the chat brought it up about these Belgian Melkies. Oh, it was Hillbilly. So, if you walk into a kitchen, let's take for instance, we walk into a kitchen, we smell stew. That's pretty good, right? We can smell what's cooking on the pot. These dogs will be able to smell stew along with the carrot, the peas, the potatoes. That is how good their noses are.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
a German Shepherd's nose is 250 times more sensitive than your own.
Mm-hmm.
Which means
Yep.
you might smell the neighbors cooking bacon, but that dog could smell that bacon cooking from 3 miles away.
Exactly. Exactly. So, at Animated Adventures, Karen says parents could have left the car for him where they're searching while he's on his way to Mexico.
Yeah, that was one of my theories as well. I've been saying for a while that I thought the car might have been put there as a decoy to give him ample time to get someplace else.
Now, here's another question. I'm sure he has, well, I don't know. I shouldn't say I'm sure. Let's say he's got a passport. You need a passport to go into Canada. You don't need one to go into Mexico. You do need one to come out, though. But, so far there's been no charges. So far there's no arrest warrants that we know of. So right now, everything is up in the air. He's still a person of interest. Hey, Lorlee. How are you? Correct. My whole issue with anything happening in Florida is that there's no visual confirmation on Brian other than hearsay being there. Exactly. Nobody has seen him. The parents. But how far could parents go in a camper to drop him off and come back? Karen, I need to find that video that you're talking about with John Walsh talking about that. So, I don't know. We'll keep you guys updated on this. Today's what, Wednesday? Tomorrow's Thursday. I think what we're going to do is we'll probably go ahead and talk more about this tomorrow as things, accumulate and we get more answers. We'll keep you guys updated on this. I think, until we, I don't know. What do you think, Ghost? Do you think we need to continue doing this?
I think you need a break for a day. You talked about taking a break on Tuesday, but you didn't, and you've been on this every single day. So I'm thinking we need to give it a day. Let you take a break. give your brain a rest. Unless something major happens, like if they find him, yeah, definitely
Yeah.
stick with it. But
Hey, Chief.
right
Yeah.
now, all that we're getting in is just trickles of informations. We heard about a fight on the 12th that involved park ranger. We heard about this fight in the restaurant on the 27th. It's just little bits of information and hey, these guys were fighting. Hey, these, we're getting little bits right now.
So, okay, so I got a question. Okay, so the 27th that they found out that, there was this fight in Jackson Hole.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, there's an airplane. It's a plane, boss. So when September 1st is when he showed back up in Florida, supposedly, correct?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So that leaves 3-4 days. It's 1,800 miles. It's a 40-hour trip.
Yeah, he could have done it in 4 days easily.
Okay, I'm just trying to put the timeline together.
Everything that was saying before, they were saying that he did it in 2. So I don't know.
I don't know. Animated? Where are you, girl? Okay, guys. So what'll happen tomorrow is, tomorrow's what, Thursday?
Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday.
I don't think I'm going to, they say homicide, but what exactly?
Well,
what do you mean?
Until the autopsy is released.
Right, which could be, 2 to 3 weeks.
Right.
We don't know how she was killed. We don't know, do we know if his extended family has been looked into? I don't know, Sandy. Good question. Good question, honey. It could be. I'm sure that the FBI has looked into all of these.
Oh, yeah. They're going over all the family with the fine-tooth comb.
I do know that they did raid the sister's home also.
Yeah.
The FBI did raid the sister's home, and she is not taking any kind of, making any comments or anything, but I do know that. So, which means homicide. Somebody did murder her, they said. Yes. Yes. It was not considered anything but a homicide. The how, I don't know. The who, I don't know. And the when, we don't know. We know the where, and we don't know the why. So, until the autopsy comes back and we get all these answers, he is in that swamp. See, and I just am not getting that feeling. I think he's gone. I think, yeah. So, okay. With that being said, I'm going to take us off of here for today. We had a good stream, and I'll tell you, if anything pops up, we'll be back up here. I'm keeping an eye on this. Trust me.
If anything major happens before Friday, we'll go live. We'll probably go. We'll come back with it on Friday with updates between now.
Yeah, because I'm on this watching. Even when we're in a Hangouts chat, I'm on it watching and telling Ghost what's happening. So we're watching. But with that being said, I want to say thank you, everybody. God bless you all. Remember, tomorrow's never promised. So, Ghost, what do you got to say, Pally?
Good night, Ghost.